It's currently end of June and days are actually getting warmer, but Edinburgh feels like a ghost town. Almost all the students, including my friends, are gone and it's just us, master students. Yeah, we have just a final stretch of writing our thesis, but we'll touch on it later. Anyways, if you're doing masters in the UK, you probably won't have official general holidays, but rather you can choose when you want to take a break. 2 weeks off, whenever you want. Yeah, I hate asking for anything, especially for permission to take a break. So I procrastinated with taking holidays. Also, because I had to change my final project and I was in this weird limbo in between labs and teams for a few days, I felt like I wasted my break and I thought I don't deserve to take holidays anymore. Yeah. So let's just say I was reaching a bit of a burnout.
Okay, moment of truth. We'll see if that actually worked or not. Oh, I think it's... That is so nice. Okay, let's not get too distracted because I have overslept and that made me really, really angry at myself because nevertheless, I have to continue just doing my routine as always because we don't have time for that. We don't have time to be pushing and bitching about ourselves to ourselves. You know, other people are equally rude to ourselves, so why would you spend so much energy for being rude to yourself? This is waste of energy and we have limited resources, right? I'm going to lab. I want to leave in 10 minutes so that I am there like before 9, just a little bit. I have to repeat experiment that should have worked. I was just, I forgot to add one very important ingredient to my little potion to show if the gene is expressed or not, and that means that I have wasted like, well, 8 hours of my life. I have to repeat it today. We're doing a very important thing. I have to feed my worms today. Oh, I cannot wait to see them. I wonder how many of them there are. I actually really love my worms. I don't have names for them because that would be extensive. There are thousands of them in total. Unfortunately, my memory is already very, very limited. Nevertheless, excited to see them. I wonder how they spent the weekend. Some of them are rather naughty. They were probably... Sorry about that. Alright, yeah, the hair looks really nice, even with that like little hairband, but I'm using it only to not put my makeup on. Okay, I think I'm ready. Time to go. It's gonna be a great day. I will not forget to add any crucial ingredients.
And then I received this message.
Hey, I have an idea. I was thinking, would you want to come to my summer house in Sweden?
Yeah, I'm gonna book a flight. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna book the flight.
And just like that, I was on a train on my way to the airport. Now, I am currently recording from a different train, but I'm heading to Copenhagen and I have a table seat and 37 minutes to write and record it. It's definitely not enough time to describe Sandbacka, and not because of its size. See, Sandbacka is really a name of a street or two. It's not really a town, it's not really a village. But anyone who visited Sandbacka will definitely agree that it's so much more than 37 summer homes on the far south of Sweden. I am coming back home. And the reason why I giggled is because I'm coming back to Edinburgh, and it's so weird to realize that Edinburgh did in fact become a place I am now calling home. I wonder, what is a shelf life of a term home? Like, how long do you need to stay in a place to be granted an honor to be called home? Now, my boarding school was never home, and I think it's a story for a different video. But there are some places that just become home immediately, and Sandbacka was one of them.
So we've just made matcha and herb tea.
I think we need to point out the way that they were making it.
Yeah,
They were making matcha. First of all, he didn't know that there was
It was
caffeine in it.
improvisation. We didn't have the whisk.
We didn't have the whisk, so
all
we
the bowl.
used this and we made the tea.
The matcha has no milk, which is fine because
We
there
had
was.
sprout milk during the juices.
But he refuses to put it on.
I'll
because-
put a touch.
No.
It's too late now. You have to
Because
put the
it
matcha in
also
the
has
milk.
these herbs in it, so.
No, not those ones.
Okay,
That's the
different
druggy
ones.
one.
Guys, you should have gone for the
This one.
hot cordial. It's the way to go.
Right, can we just do a taste test first?
Okay,
Well, mine's great.
everyone does a taste test. I
Right,
have
right.
chai. Okay, who goes first?
You
Oh,
go,
oh,
you go,
okay.
you go.
That is phenomenal.
Of course that's phenomenal, that's
It's
classic.
just
There's
chai
no
tea.
experimentation here.
I mean, I didn't know what kind of chai it would be. Like,
Yeah, but you can smell it. It smells like Christmas.
I love Christmas.
Mm.
Okay, your turn.
Okay.
We've established mine is good because simplicity is key.
Ooh,
Is it good?
it's not bad.
Does it have bits?
It does have bits floating.
It's not.
It's actually, the leaves are very weak. It's not like, it hasn't got a strong tea flavour.
Can I try it?
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay, let's swap. In life, you have to experiment. And as a researcher in hard, okay, so my
Daniela, just drink it.
my null hypothesis is that it's gonna be.
I'm gonna have drunk it on camera. Is it?
It's fine. You couldn't really taste much.
Yeah, that's what I mean, you
Is it
can't
just
taste
hot
those.
water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's somehow
it has a very subtle flavour. I think I've learned that this doesn't work, but you have to try and fail in order to succeed later. I think that's really important.
Good
in
life
life.
lesson.
Yeah.
Good life
Yes,
lesson.
namaste.
Take pride in your failures.
Yeah.
Fail forward.
Fail forward.
Fail forward and flat on your
It
face.
doesn't matter if you fall down, as long as you get back up.
I felt weirdly nostalgic when arriving to a place that I actually never stood before. When we first climbed a sand dune, having only a slim passage of an evergreen forest behind and endlessness of water in front, my heart felt at home. Again, it's so funny which places get privilege, because it is privilege to be called home, not defined by the time spent or yet to be spent. Sometimes your soul just decides, making it a non-negotiable, long-known objective fact. At home. And I know it sounds so obvious, but you don't need to perform. You get to be yourself. You don't need to conform to the way that society expects you to behave, because you're surrounded by people that know you. And for Sandbaka, apparently it is situated at this very special point where two bodies of water meet, reflecting sunshine in this particular manner. Apparently that's why so many artists return to this place time and time again in search of inspiration or something. Sandbaka is not a place where you go to experience novelty, but rather to bring back moments experienced before, memories transferred from superficial loci of prefrontal cortex to deeper folds of hippocampus. And despite all that surrounding beauty, I genuinely could not just relax. This is the best day of my life. Oh, that was almost captured. This is the first time that I, on purpose, have not taken a laptop with me, and I find it really uncomfortable having no work to do. Come, hey Mish. Anyways, I find it extremely hard to be. I am choosing not to work, and I find it extremely uncomfortable. But that's why we are now cycling, and I'm trying to be present as much as possible, feel wind in my hair, feel sun on my face, and yeah, slow down, that's the purpose of this. We watched Moulin Rouge yesterday, that was highlight of the evening, and we're just here now, right?
Here we are. That door there doesn't lock, so if you go out to the balcony,
This is the most serious part of the video. I'm not joking. If you go on a trip with me, one thing you have to absolutely expect that will happen is that we're gonna have a photo shoot. And photo shoots for me are a big deal.
go. Today is not the day.
Oh, thank you.
Give me one bite.
I owe you one bite. Here we go. That was a very generous bite. Sandbaka felt like home. It reminded me of that house my family used to rent, and when returning after beach day, blasting music when preparing dinner.
You're tearing my heart up like it's pain.
us what has just
So
happened.
I was making chamomile tea. So if you see a mug, it's like an evil shape. And so like I think I like probably like leant on it or something, like moved it slightly, and it like the whole thing tipped down my leg. Fresh off the kettle, boiling water was in the shorts. Like it was perpetually burning me. So I was like rushing to get them off. So I like unzipped it and tried to pull them down, but I tied a knot in the shorts, so I couldn't pull them down. So I had to I was like, what's happening? Like in my head I was thinking what's happening, but out loud I was screaming. And then I undid the knot and I pulled them down and ran downstairs to the shower.
Fortunately, Francesca has came with rescue.
Yes, with her really expensive face cream.
Charlotte Tilbury face cream.
I have different base.
And the funniest thing
What's
about
that?
it is that we predicted it yesterday, because yesterday we were talking about our past lives, and
I would have been like a World War II nurse in my past life.
that's what just happened. So be careful what you're talking about, because you might just...
And be careful with your tea, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's that. And be careful with these mugs.
Yeah,
you
do
guys.
not buy those mugs.
Taste this of Swedish strawberries. Oh my god. These strawberries are incredible.
Yeah, who's gonna choke?
So far, you're the most likely to die first.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The situation currently is that I am now...
Hold up your shoes.
soaking wet.
Buy your shoes with your hairdryer. Isn't that an idea?
I have only 12 minutes of that train journey left, so I thought I'll leave you with a few final words.
Hello, I am alone in a train going to Lund, and I feel so weird. It was such a special trip. Also, the reason I'm taking this train and not a bus 30 minutes ago is because I forgot my iPad. But it was so good. It was so good.
I've been talking all about home. And to round up and sum up this metaphor, home is a place where you actually remember, and you won't remember being in a place when your thoughts are galloping miles away. This is a permission for you and for me. It's okay to slow down. It's okay to take a break. You will be absolutely fine. And with that, the next time we're gonna speak, I'm gonna be writing my disc, so stay tuned for that little study vlog. If you reach this very moment, can you comment like shell emoji mean that you stayed until the end? I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.